Good day guys, this is Peter Pete's Place, survivor of bushcraft in an unusual environment. Well, we've been out in the Canary Islands now for the best part of 2 weeks to see how we can survive here, and quite frankly I couldn't survive here. My training, my ability to survive within a colder climate is far higher. I can't identify any of the plant life here, the edible plant life here, and the only thing I've got is to fish. There is fishing here, but I've not been able to try it, or I've been unsuccessful at it, so I haven't videoed it really. This is for my subscribers. I've come out here on a holiday more than a survival trip, just to see, but being interested in both, I always try and look to see what's going on, and there is nothing I could do. I could track birds, but even wildlife isn't great here. I'm just sat on a tourist beach here that isn't very tourist, on the north of the island of Lanzarote. For those of you on stateside who don't know where we are, and it's barren. One thing about it, you don't need to burn off a lot of calories, but you do burn off a lot of water here. It's up at 38 degrees C at the moment, and it's 5 o'clock at night. There's a cool breeze blows here, which is common, which keeps the temperature down. It took me about 3 days to acclimatise here. It was very hot coming from where I come from to here, and I did struggle out in the heat. We've not used air conditioning, so that we would acclimatise quite fast. But you don't need cover, you just need something to get under the night time, keeping the insects off. You know, like a sheet is ample really. There's no real mosquitoes, although I have been bitten by a mosquito. I don't know if you can see that on my upper arm, but only once. And it did leave quite a bruise, quite a lump, and I could feel the bugger getting at me. But they're not malarious here. There's a lot of flies. No, wrong, there's not a lot of flies. There are flies here, but they don't torment you, they're not big flies. I'm sat behind a dune at the moment. You couldn't fish on this beach because the waves are so high, you have very little chance of getting it, but you can. It's a rocky, volcanic island with lots of volcanoes on it, and one active, well, one not active, but one that still breathes fire. They actually cook on it, for those of you who haven't been here. But it's interesting, it's been very interesting, but you know, the nut crunches, I couldn't live here, I couldn't survive here. My series of could I survive here? Well, I couldn't. It's very hard to find natural supplies of water because it hasn't rained and doesn't rain for many weeks, so you don't get flows of water. So if you got put on somewhere on the island, you'd be forever trying to find water. The ground isn't wet, it's totally evaporated from the ground. Even if I dig in the sand, I don't find it, or it's not easy to find. There will be pockets of water, but you need to be extremely expert in this field of survival to survive here. To which I'm not clever with this kind of survival, which goes to show you can get out of your depth. I am approximately 1,700 miles from where I live, headed due south, the same time zone, and I couldn't, you know, if it was a plane crash here, I'd struggle. I'd have to desalinate the seawater, because that's the most readily available water, which I could do. Fortunately, there's plenty of garbage knocking around here, plastic bottles and things like that I could work on. I'm just thinking what I could do. Plant life's out of the question. I haven't seen any kind of wildlife, wild boar, game, deer, rabbit. It doesn't seem to exist here. So I'd have to really move smart to survive. You know, to get food to live here within 3 weeks. I don't know whether I could do it. I'm going to take a challenge whenever I get going on this channel properly because I haven't made a lot of videos on survival. I'm just sharing with you what I know. When I get going, I am seriously going to come here with just enough equipment to survive with, to see if I can do it. I'm going to work on this area when I get home too, because it's quite a shock to know I'm not really far from home. And you guys stateside in hot countries like this, you know how to survive. There are lizards, I don't know how to catch them, it's got to be a nighttime thing. I really don't know, it's been interesting really. I just thought I'd share it with you as opposed to doing a proper video. But anyway, this is Pete at Survival and Bushcraft signing out, saying please don't forget to subscribe. There's someone just going past on a quad. As I say, there's a few people here where I am, but the island is very barren. Other than tourism, it's very barren. I have watched bear on Gran Canaries, was it? And in the interior you did find some water. Perhaps you went at the right time of year. This is midsummer or late summer. Summer just the same, early autumn. And I need a river. But anyway, again, this is Peter Pete's Place signing out, saying do subscribe. See you soon, back at home, in my own climate, surrounded by my own wild food and wildlife.